In Derry's hills they mourn the sun. A brave young Irish soldier's gone. That flame he carried still burns on. For Houston's on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Captivity is dying fast. For Houston's on forever. O guardian of our hills and dales, their own and Derry love you well. No tortured in that age blood cell. For Houston's on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Captivity is dying fast. For Houston's on forever. The scourge of Ireland's enemies, the SAS and IUC, unconquered still, your spirit's free. For Houston's on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Captivity is dying fast. For Houston's on forever. Brave Francis Hughes, we're with us yet. Your murderers we will not forget. They feared you then, they fear you yet. For Houston's on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Your tyranny is dying fast. For Houston's on forever. Houston's on forever.
But there's another regiment the devil calls his own. It's known as the Black Watch, commissioned by the throne. Strolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorizing women as they're coming out en masse. A shower of Scottish traitors we never will forget. By God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. Scotland, a place you all know well, the heart of parts of Glasgow, the tinny boys did well. They're given a British uniform, they're given a British gun. They join the fucking army just to have themselves some fun. Strolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorizing women as they're coming out en masse. A shower of Scottish traitors we never will forget. Because we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. gun. But when he gets older, becomes a man like me, he'll join the Provisional IRA, settle Ireland free. Strolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out en masse. As sure as God is traitors, we never will forget. Thank God we know the IRA sure aren't beaten yet. Strolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out en masse. As sure as God is traitors, we never will forget. Thank God we know the IRA sure aren't beaten yet. Thank God we know the IRA to shoot the bastard dead.
So you divided up my land, 6 counties stayed in England's hand. So you take my home, but you cannot take my mind. Then you try to keep me down with your tanks and guns in my streets and towns, and you shoot your plastic bullets to keep your plastic state. In Ireland's troubled land, each decade brings its rebel band and forces of the crown. They try to bring them down, but the flowers will bloom again, and the people, they will rise again. And then you shut him down, so all the world could see. Does it matter who you kill? You make the rules, it is your will. With lead or plastic bullets to kill, it's all the same. Oh, I could not believe my eyes. You took those young lads by surprise, the way you shot them down that day in Derry town. In Ireland's troubled land, each decade brings its rebel band and forces of the crown. They try to bring them down, but the flowers will bloom again, and the people, they will rise again. And then you shut him down, so all the world could see. Oh, some justice we did seek, a place for all to live in peace, an island in the sea where people could be free. But you cannot be proud the way you shot into that crowd. A nightmare, you shot them down that night in Belfast town. In Ireland's troubled land, each decade brings its rebel band and forces of the crown. They try to bring them down, but the flowers will bloom again, and the people, they will rise again. And then you shut him down, so all the world could see. Then shoot me down, because I make my colours known, and I hear the mercy cry, where people in fear do lie. In anger then he ran with a bat or stick or in his hand, and then you shut him down, and all the world could see. In Ireland's troubled land, each decade brings its rebel band, and forces of the crown, they try to bring them down, but the flowers will bloom again, and the people, they will rise again, and then you shut him down, so all the world could see. The day you shut John down, that day in Belfast town.
Good evening. It's 28 minutes past on my computer, 11, on the 4th of March 2014. The lines are open, 0141 416 1888. This is now Independence Radio Alliance. This is the Independent Radio Alliance, either Independence or Independent, you take your pick. Radio Alliance, yes. And we are the real Independent Radio Alliance, yes, we are the RERA. We are independent. We are calling for the break-up of the union, smash the union, take it down from the mast, unionist bastards. It's time it was replaced. We want interest-free money as well. Bitcoin. The Bitcoin will just have to get called, I don't know, what are we going to call the Bitcoin? Sack your pound, we don't need the pound.
Money.
Interest-free money. And for myself, like a lot of people out there, days in history, you remember them. For me, 2 years ago, I was getting ready for a wee flight out of Scotland for a couple of, well, a wee trip abroad anyway. I was in transit to Amsterdam, of all places. And on this night, I sent a text. I'd already had one call in the bag. The call that the zombies claimed was a fraud. And as I sat there desperately waiting for a response from Mr. Craig Thomas White, I'd sent him a text. And I'll read it out to you as soon as I've scrolled through my phone here. It was on the 4th of March. Just share this with you now. Craigie Boy White, you got to love the guy. I mean, what he did was just, I mean, your first love, you got to remember Craig. I mean, Charles Green and Imran and Stockbridge and Spivs. I mean, they've developed a genre. They've just took it to another level. But you never forget your first love, Craigie White. You know what I mean? Craigie White. 2 years ago, I was just sitting there hoping that I could get a second dig at him. Hoping, deep down inside, I thought, there's another call here.